What is the perfect attack power for legions? We covered part of what we're going to cover now in one of the previous sessions. For example, how to optimize your attack power, but we're going to go a little bit more advanced and answer the perfect attack power more specifically. For this, let's have a look at the different monsters. Each of the monsters has a certain percentage to win a certain amount, and the economy of the game is constructed in such a way that even though the percentages on the highest and strongest monsters are small, the rewards that you can win are really very high. And in general, if you're not looking at a certain ceiling for your investment, I would recommend to go for the highest attack power that you can in the game. Which means, obviously this monster 24, really hard to get, but definitely very profitable. It's the most profitable monster ever in the whole game. But for most people, usually monster 20, 21 is much more attainable. So the ideal attack power, what I would suggest, if you have a substantial budget, is to go for this one, for the Ice Dragon. And for this, you need 60,000 attack power or 150,000 attack power. Now, if you create a legion with 60,000 attack power, well, if you go for exactly 60,000 attack power, you'll be able to attack it once, and then you're down to this one. So in other words, if you want to keep going for a monster 20 or the stronger monsters, you need more or way more than 60,000. How much more? Again, it depends of your investment. It depends of your comfortable feeling for how much you want to risk and invest into the game. But obviously, the stronger your legion is, the longer you will be able to hunt for that strong monster. So that's the answer. Basically, it's somewhere between 60,000 to, let's say, 200,000, because 200,000 gives you the ability to hunt for this monster for quite a while as well. So wherever between that you feel comfortable, the highest number, that's good, because that will give you the most time and the most return on investment on these two really powerful monsters that are quite available with an investment of a few $1,000s. So that's my recommendation for the ideal attack power for Legion. As you remember from one of the previous sessions, when you can choose between two legions of 5,000 or one legion of 10,000 for the same price, same amount, go if you're for a long-term strategy and you're comfortable with a little bit of risk, go definitely for one strong legion of 10,000 attack power. So the same applies here. It's better to have one strong legion of 60,000, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120,000, just one strong legion, instead of a bunch of smaller, weaker legions to attack some of these monsters. The long-term return on investment will be better for the stronger monsters. But of course, if you want to diversify, if you're planning to play short-term, as I mentioned in that previous session, then yes, go for a bunch of smaller legions because you diversify over more weaker monsters, which gives you a higher percentage to win, and you'll be closer on short term to a statistically significant, accurate win percentage. As opposed to if you go for the Ice Dragon, well, some days you'll win, some other days you'll lose, And if you're unlucky for a while, well, then you will lose. But the 39% to win will level out when you have done 100 hunts. So you must be a little bit risk resistant in order to get so far, right? To have that average, or to risk to go for that average, statistically speaking. But if you don't have that statistical risk stamina, then go for a bunch of weaker legions. So that's that. That's my recommendation. Just create one strong legion, as strong as you can, with all the money that you have. That's the best for return on investment. Unless you go for a risk-averse strategy and for short term, then weaker legions will do the job for you. But on long term, it's not the best strategy. All right, that answers the question. The perfect attack power for legions? As high as possible.